Wassail, beautiful people. Hello everyone. I think I could hear my stomach rumbling then. Apologies for the new moon in Aquarius sound mashup. I was trying to make a lovely little joke and then somehow as it uploaded, the sound got mashed together and I was going to try and do it again, but too many people had already visited the reading, so I thought we'd just have to leave in that little mashup. It was around the maths, and I'm sure lots of people weren't interested in the maths. So today we're doing pick a sound, healing and reading. So here are the 3 options for you to pick. There will be timestamps below. And then the sound healings themselves will be over on SoundCloud. The link will be in the description box. If you just click on the More button, that'll open up. So the 3 options here are Os with Gaderung, Isel with Leaf, and Wirtamir with Raid. So have a little look, take your magical pick, give yourself agency. If you don't like the one you choose another, and let's dive into those beautiful readings. Did you pick Os 4 with 7-4, the runestone of Gaderung? There's something here where there's a kind of a throbbing impatience to connect with like a cellular screaming that's going on within your coding to receive some kind of spiritual restoration. A huge energy of sensing the gathering of spirit all around you, but not harvesting it. It's a spiritual harvest, a calling in of a spiritual harvest. Galdeer your best life, reach forwards and commune. So I think you're looking here for a way in which to communicate with spirit in a different way. So there's something here in the energy frequency of not silently praying, but speaking aloud and humbly beseeching the presence of all spiritual energies. That Gaderung is a connection to the Elven Ring. And the Elven Ring is a very high frequency, sustained singing of love, pure love, with no judgments, no bias. It's just pure giving love, and it is it's the last, not line of defense so much as the last dimensional reality before source. This is where all love begins, in the physical, though this realm is in the esoteric. And that's what you're being asked to consider and connect to. It has, with the cards Ur and Wickercraft, this sense of a magical freedom. There's something here about a frequency of feeling that it's so far removed from your physical reality that you almost can't perceive of a route towards this. So this is very much an energy of trusting, believing, and a willingness to attune your physical body and consciousness here as an open frequency to receive all of that spiritual harvest. But in order to do that, you have to have the knowledge, the trust, the understanding that you are free enough in your philosophical thoughts to allow the receptivity of that frequency. You have to gift yourself with being open to receive this loving frequency from spirit. And beneath Wickercraft and Ur are Rot and Uranus. Uranus, Gaia. So both of these cards talk about change. So there's something here where you have to change your beliefs, you have to change your thoughts, you have to change your desires to allow this energy to flow into you. So rot is to decompose old patterns, renewing nutrients, soul skin shedding. So it's a very deep thing where part of the frequency of your soul that you have built up over your physical lifetime has to be decomposed. Now, the interesting thing I always think about this card is, it's like, I think of my nan, who was a gardener, and how creating compost was a task that she carried out all of the time, but she did it lovingly, knowing that she was creating the nutrients to grow a better harvest. And that's part of what this energy is that you're working with here. It's a new tune. You need a new song to open your molecules, because I'm seeing that there's an energy of that's coming later, like you're shielding yourself from this magical frequency descending upon you. Creating new growth, shadow self-boxing, and moral burials. I am energized or I am sapped. So currently there is this sense that your current coding is not allowing you to be as energized as you desire, and yet here are the frequencies talking about a penetrative resolution beyond time, something coming in towards you, a primordial thought changer. And the glass harmonica is, I'm seeing, as I think about a glass harmonica as an instrument, I'm seeing huge amounts of like scalpel-like energy cutting through the future briars. So your current thoughts of what you deserve, how you live, what you receive, what you action in your life, it needs to be pruned, it needs to be cut away, and you can't cut away the energies coming in from the future if you don't make room for them in the present. So there's nothing here about the past. That's not the point. The past has created your now. And that's just the way it is. That's a done moment. But what you can transform is the way in which you are kinder to your cellular body in the present, will begin to make transformations from the past. So you have South Node. Oh, sorry, I was going to do Uranus's back first. I am changed or I am static. And that's coming under Wickercraft. And so Wickercraft is sitting and receiving this magical Os, Godmouth frequency from the Elven Ring. Being open to resonating more fully with that energy of pure love. So the South Node card is talking about your personal grimoire, the coding, the magic, the preternatural gifts that you came into the world with, your inherent mastered qualities, your anthology of songs, the tunes you came in with, being overly rooted in the tonic. Now, a tonic can ordinarily mean the main key, but somehow here you need a key change. That's what we're talking about here, a key change in your now to transform your future potential. So we have boil, change. It's interesting, I was drawn when I first looked at the cards as they were coming out. This is column 8 or house 8 in this esoteric astrology. This is to impatiently excite transformation, but you're almost just throwing yourself at thorny briars because you're not pruning them first, and you're just trying to walk through that thorny portal, and it's not quite happening. It's the petulant jinn, and it's the energy of after the applause. There is a promised moment that is after the applause, but it's almost like you haven't played the correct song yet to receive the applause. So I was drawn to the fact that South Node is 8-6. And there's a lot of 8s, 8-0 in the energy of transformation on rot. But what I was being drawn to here was that you have 7-1 on this card. It is card 71, which creates an 8, the change. It's almost like it's saying you've done 7 parts of this. There's one more part to do to reach the state of change, to allow all of the briars to just wither and to step through into a new future, because you have towardness underneath. And towardness is the future card in the rune deck. So there's something here within this energy where it feels as though it's going about this in the wrong way. The petulant jinn has that ability of knowing the inherent magic within you, but you're not coded with that magic until you complete this transformation. And there's a sense of don't bargain with spirit. Bargain with yourself and your own desires to live in a more magical, loving frequency. So you're just one stage away, though, from this. I am fervent or I am frigid. If you think about that with changed, which is on Uranus, and this is the house of change, it's really telling you that the important step you need to make is philosophically change your now to influence how your future resonates. So towardness, card 32 is coming with card 36, Egel Shamir. Egel Shamir is a card of protection, and the card talks about the best way to protect yourself is not calling on spiritual protection, but having the confidence to protect yourself. Call on the protection when you stumble, but then at some point you have to learn to get back up and stand in your true frequency. And that's part of what I'm seeing here, is you being empowered, being in your witchcraft, the magic, this energy of witchcraft, sorcery. But really, sorcery is just you being molecularly open and attuned to receive joy and wonder right now. And so that begins with baby steps. It begins with acknowledging small and tiny microscopic joys that exist within your life and observing them and just being awoken to them. The Egel Shamir card is really kind of showing that it's coming across as a kind of patterned version of the briars stopping you walking through. They're very aligned. you're almost at that point of removing them, but you haven't quite worked out how to sing your song in the now and transform your tonic to a new key. And then we have Make Make. And Make Make is environmental wisdom, Taurus and Sagittarius. It has this orbit of 306 years, and that's pushing in with card 36 from the Liffruma deck. As between those two numbers, the 3 and the 6, the Tesla trap, the energy that keeps us held, waiting for some kind of divine inspiration, it has a cosmic egg between the two numbers, 306. So there's potential here for huge transformation. But you have to seek the egg. You have to seek the new philosophical possibilities if you want to move towards being in a better, brighter future. But you have to live it now, in those baby steps, acknowledging and observing all the things that are wonderful that are happening in your life. And the final two cards are fire and earth. Big, passionate ideas. New frequencies. But this fire and earth, there's almost something that came through immediately, which is burning away the old. It's the only reference to the old, like a scorched earth policy. You've literally got to go through the things that you hold dear, hold true, the box that holds you in your now moment, and you've got to burn that box away so that you can actually begin to build a new version of you, basking in applause. So you've got to know that this energy of Oath, this Elven Ring energy, this loving energy, wants to applaud you for the work that you've done. But it's coming in a sort of transformation energy from after the applause, which never happened. That applause never came because you were bargaining from the wrong present moment to actually basking in the applause because you did the work, you found the resolution to resolve your now, opening you to a brighter future. So you're trying to temper yourself. On the reverse of 91 and 92, we have I am dazzling and I am substantial, as opposed to I am dim and I am meaningless. What do you need to transform in your thought process in the present that would allow you to live a substantial and dazzling existence? So you can call on Archangel Michael and Archangel Uriel here, but not asking them to protect you, but asking them to help you to transition. It's a very different energy. It's not the Egel Shamir energy. Don't call upon this idea of being protected, because when you are protected, nothing comes to you. Good energy, bad energy, you just remain static. So here, I would talk with Archangel Michael and Archangel Uriel if angels are your things. If not, talk to the element of fire and the element of earth and work out how you can open your frequency to receive a blessing of divine love in your life now, today. So I'm going to do a sound healing to assist you that will be over on the SoundCloud. The link will be in the description box. You just hit the more button and they'll all open for you. So, beautiful people who picked Oaths, have a wonderful day, enjoy the sound healing, and may the Oaths energy and the Elven Ring bless you with transformation. Wassail. So did you pick Idel, Legacy, Original Birthright. With 47, the Rune Stone of Leaf, Unfurling. So Idel, as a Liffruma card, talks about what defines you, what defines your truth, and the fact that later we have Ule. Ule always represents, for me as a card, standing in your honest truth. So it's talking about the things you surround yourself with in the physical world, material world. And that's very strong within your energy. You have both the moon in Capricorn and Capricorn in this energy, but it's also talking about ancestral codings that are written within you that need some kind of inner work to transform so that you can stand in your true energy, your true frequency. It says on the card, what frequency is the true you? Claim that. And yeah, I can hear an energy of, I don't know my true frequency. I don't know what it is that I need to be doing and what I want. But there's something about that being, there is a resolution at the end of this, but the importance is that you have to do some inner work. Lots of the cards are talking about inner work here, working on restoring your physical health. It's a very physical world thing. Yes, it is inner work, but you're needing to somehow become more active physically in your world if you want to resolve the issues that are quantumly tangled around you. So this card 61, the health card, is talking about our biome, our gut bacteria, the things we inherit at birth from our mothers is the start of your own personal microbiota. And then during our life, with the things we consume, we transform and change. Also, there's a strong energy here of the illnesses that we are, you see, they want me to say gifted with. The illnesses we are gifted with to help strengthen our immune system, the holobiont nature of our being, and that's all the bacteria living within us. There's something within the leaf card which is to do with reprogramming our blueprint, but they're showing me it as an alternative blueprint hidden within the truth of you, not the truth of your ancestors. Yes, we are the sum of our ancestral lines, but this is something more to do with there being a whole series of new blueprinted buds that are all over us, inside us, and they're activated as like kind of sensors. So when the conditions are ideal, if you look at a tree in the winter, it has buds that poke out and you think, wow, they've come out early, but they're sensors. So throughout our bodies, we have microbiome sensors that are waiting for the ideal conditions. And somehow here that involves some kind of transitional thought process on what you consume. Because somehow there's something here within your body. The 12th card has an energy of static needs. It's 66. So we've got 6166. That may be a number that will assist you if you see it anywhere. And 666. Don't be frightened of it. So sense the skin of your shell's perimeter and push your conscious energy beyond. Be charged. Be ready to arc your love into the etheric. Your biome is waiting for those ideal conditions. There's many things we can do energetically. There's many things we can do philosophically. There's many things we can do physically. But you're looking to create the ideal conditions for that arc of love to come out. And because you have man, card 20 next, that always talks about a loop that keeps feeding back on ourselves, but isn't quite readying itself to zoom out and shine out and transform the world around us, or the world around you. We have the card 62, opposition. So now we've got 6-1, 6-6, 6-2, 6-8. There's a lot of this energy of sixes, which is about achieving balance in the present. Opposition is quantum entangled tensions, songs and cover versions. You're trying to find the tune of you that is a cover version of an ancestral song, but it will be a very different setting. And it comes with Neptune. So that's ancestral reverberations. You're quantumly entangled to your ancestral reverberations, frequencies that need to be sung and danced and listened to. They're saying listen, listen to the old songs within you. Obviously, remember Neptune is currently in Pisces, which it rules. So this has got a very strong energy. The orbit of Neptune is 165 years. So again, 165 has got the 6 in it, and the 1 and the 5 make another 6, and that's at needs. There are reverberations that need support because they're quantumly entangled within you. And they house a sense of these distant feelings, polarity traps. But we can step from all polarity traps when we work with things. There's an energy here in Neptune of inspirational mysticism, something very transforming, but can also be both a draining delusion and draining the delusions from your reality. Oh, and Neptune is 2-4, which is another 6. There's so many 6s. Have I missed some? Oh, 4-2. We have a mirror with candle. The day star. This ability to just walk into the other space. The micro and the macro. You being the macro, your biome being the micro. You are one lock and key, and your microbiota is the other lock and key. So really this is about looking at dietary needs that are feeding back on you. There's something here about food groups that were ancestral. I can't find the word for this, but they were like battery chargers for your ancestral DNA, but they're no longer serving the same purpose in you. So it's almost like experiencing discomfort from ancestral needs. See, they're saying there's something here to do with your microbiome has moved to the present. The microbiome is the present. The microbiome holds us in linear time, and somehow you are honoring the microbiotic needs of ancestors and not your unique microbiome of the now. And you have card 12, the Monas Hieroglyphica, Secret Wisdom. This is about a unity of the cosmos, but it's telling me to explain to you that you are the unity point of your own cosmos right now. So here in the polarities we have I am oneness. You need to be one with yourself and your microbiome. Neptune, I am clear. You need to be clear about the fact that although we are the sum of our past, you are the sum of your present. And I am wise. So being at oneness, being clear, and showing wisdom to move forwards. So there's a strong energy of hydration. How are you hydrating? What liquids are you drinking? There's something here about the need to be cleaner, clearer in your hydration. There's some kind of aquatic, akashic remembrances that are playing the wrong message to you, not the correct message. And that's part of this loop that's feeding back on you. Same quality, but different elements. To here, there's this frequency of being in, like, opposition is about opening a huge channel, opening as much space, and you do have conjunction coming later. So there's a forward motion here, but to do that, you've got to open the widest space and understand the things that give you discomfort that need some kind of transformation. Neptune, they're talking about cobalt, storing old energies. So mineral needs within the body are kind of creating a static impasse that needs to be transformed. You see, there's this drenched in knowledge energy on Morinus Hieroglyphica, but this drenched is all to do with acknowledging the god of water, acknowledging Neptune in this frequency. Water is the Akashic records. Water is God. And there's something here where I'm being shown the mass consumption of flavored waters. There's something here that's needed for the moment to go back to the purity of water. Speak to water before you consume the water, and then the water will release secret wisdom. It will give you a masterclass in your movement forwards. So now we have Ula, as I said earlier, I think. Ula is tuning in to you, tuning into all of your senses. Adjust your perception and see, hear, smell, taste, reach, and feel with your inner owl wisdom. Owls represent wisdom. So you need to reach out to your own wisdom. There's a very strong energy of transformation between the 12th, the static 6-6 card, and this 6-8 card, which is talking truly about transforming your senses. Open your eyes to your dietary abuses, is what I'm hearing. And Candle is the day star. Candle is the spark within our soul, within our body. Remember, you are the macro and not the micro, even though in the terms of the universe and the music of the spheres, you are the micro and that is the macro. But it's asking you to tune in to your inner physical body and move into an accord with this conjunction card and Moon in Capricorn. The important part here is sanctuary architects, so that you can begin to be the future planner of your known path. You need to tune into the relationship between your biome and your physical body and your consciousness. That's the very strong frequency that's coming across here. The beat of the metronome, it's almost like you need to slow down your erraticism that's caused by dietary difficulties, dietary complications, smoothing things out so that your physical cells and your biome can actually begin to just click and just pulse. They're not speeding up, they're not slowing down, they're just resonating in the perfect rhythm. Oh, I'm sure I saw a card with rhythms written all over it. So I'm being drawn immediately as I'm looking for that. Oh, different tempos, opposition. I'm being drawn to Capricorn. Capricorn is obviously ruled by Saturn. It's F of the lower heart. Saturn is also in Pisces. Pisces is generally a sense of a place of release. So go to your own house 12 because you got Monas Hieroglyphica, core magic, and try and work out what your natal chart is telling you because of whichever is your house 12 in your natal chart. What are the areas, what are the planets there, what are the asteroids there that will assist you in releasing and moving forwards? And then your reading ends with this very powerful energy. You have Aqua Regia, Poi Poi, Poimanda, the mind of the multiverse, the source of everything, the dragon's blood. This is dimension resolving, corrosive endings, and dissolving gold and noble metals, sandwiched between Aqua Regia and Regulus, which is to crown yourself into your element. You have Capricorn and Pallas Athena. So they're reminding me of a message they gave me straight away, which is you need to look at your chart at where Capricorn is, because you have Moon in Capricorn and Capricorn. Look at Capricorn, see what you have in Capricorn, see which house it is in Capricorn. Observe the moments when the Moon each month is in Capricorn, because there are messages of how to bring your consciousness, because Pallas Athena is the cosmic snake wrangler who brings down an energy that's goddess of owl wisdom. You see, they're going to be the most profound moments when you will be offered some kind of secret wisdom, this Monas Hieroglyphica. I mean, I would say if Capricorn is your house 12, then there's an even stronger energy working with you here. I'm just looking at the Regulus. So silence and peace on Aqua Regia and Regulus, and they are 95 and 96. And as I said, you've got Capricorn and Pallas Athena between them, 10 and 44, which creates a 9. So there's a divineness available to you as you work with your biome. But Aqua Regia and Regulus, I am Poimanda and I am sonorous. I am silence and I am peace. Polyphony, which is the musical term for all of that chaos, being regulated by the beat of the metronome, bringing everything into a paced frequency, and then you will get this fluid ad libitum. The whole energy of your life will transform and flow with a sense of healed abundance. That's really what this energy is dealing with. The spirit of place. Tune into the place in which you live. Seek to reach your owl senses out into the environment around you. This is a very physical and inner physical healing that is being offered. It's beautiful energy. Wassail. I've created a sound healing for you. It's on SoundCloud. Just open the More box, click on the link, and it will take you to the SoundCloud, and you can enjoy the sound healing that goes with this reading. Did you pick Weirdhamir and Raid, which is the Runestone 5? Weirdhamir being 40. Weirdhamir is love. Before I begin looking in detail at your reading, there's a very strong message that was coming through from the cards Hengetru et Bursten that was just saying, what are you waiting for? 7555. What are you waiting for? What is it you can't work out that's holding you in this endless review? And that also came with the retrograde card of remove 82 and filter. And there was this real energy of it's time to move now. It's time to action. It's time to transform things. So go through the reading in detail. Weirdhamir is things through the veil. It's all the magic. It's all the runes. It's all the possibilities. Weird is love. Endless, seamless, slow-flowing possibilities rooted in nutritious love. This is about unpicking threads. To release, I would say, your life force. There's a very strong energy from the seal card, which is card 16. So now I'm being told, look at the numbers throughout the whole reading before moving on. We have got a 9, 9 and a 13. That's a very profound and powerful frequency for me. We've got brotherhood, partnerships, energies, Pluto and Neptune, very important. We will come to all of that, but they're saying to me, see the numbers. And I'm not seeing the numbers. There's... I do love the number game when they play it with me. It might be the 2s. No, I see what they're asking me to look at. It's, the 2s have got me to it. It's the fact that this is a psychological battle. It's a consciousness battle. This is a battle of loving yourself. We have Eros and we have Esk, Ash, personal Yggdrasil tree. The ultimate panacea currently for you is how you think. It's the journey of your mind that creates the ramping up of your life force. Journeying into a mind and reprogramming your thoughts purely from love. There's a lot of very strong zodiac energies going on here. So we're beginning with Cancer and Scorpio. Scorpio, which is on Eros. Scorpio is also on Pluto. This is an energy of transformation. Sagittarius and Pisces. Pisces is twice. This is very emotional frequency. We've got filter. That's also to do with filtering emotions, understanding, comprehending emotions. Ah, there's the thing I was being shown right next to Esk. 40, 40. That's going to be a key number to help you move forwards. 40, 40. Oh, you see, when I was a child, I was talking to someone the other day about this. Hide and seek in the area I grew up in Kent was called 40, 40. So this is something about hiding from yourself and seeking the truth of yourself and all the magic of your life force to grow your personal Yggdrasil tree. Primordial passions. It's almost like connecting with a very ancient consciousness that's within all of us. yours is about connecting with this higher heart consciousness, spiritual love. F sharp and G being the energy wings of Jupiter. And I was very aware that the Jupiter energy, the great cleanser, is very important. But so is the nervous system here, because you have Chiron. Sorry, I'm leaping all over the place. Your reading is not... There's an energy on your reading of that being part of the frequency. You're reviewing in your thoughts. You're transforming things. Everything is kind of bouncing around in small segments of a jigsaw, and you're trying to shift multiple pieces in this jigsaw, as if you've built patches to build the whole picture, but your areas that you've put the jigsaw pieces together in are upside down or on the wrong side, and so you're trying to move multiple pieces across as you're doing this, and yet the message is saying step forward and react, step forward and change, break yourself free to tune in to this primordial passion, this primordial frequency of all the magic sparkling within your life force. This is going to be hard for me to edit, because it's like the cards are lifting, jumping, moving, shifting, almost as if I've got to take the whole reading and move every card. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to continue to read them in the segmented pieces in which you seem to be exploring them or sensing them, thinking about them. So I want you to remember on the back of Eros, which comes among all your runes, and this is that energy of the ancient, the primordial. Remember, I am love. You are love. That will inspire growth of your life force. So the next patchwork napkin is Hengetru, 75, Etburston, 55, Filter, which is 74, but it's also column 11, house 11. And that's the filter card, psychically sensitive truths. It's almost like there are truths knocking in your mind and you're not quite ready yet to open the door because you're still tidying up the house of your mind. You're trying to go deep, and you're sensing that you need to go deeper still to ratify your reality somehow. But it's almost like the celestial songbird on the remove card, this pause bar. And remember, hang true is to review and to pause. There's something here where the songbird is almost like the crowing of dawn. Something is dawning on you, but you need to shift now. You need to move forwards. For the welling up, you must offer up a fair cost or you'll stay lost. I don't think that's asking you to make a bargain so much. You're at Mimir's well of wisdom. You're looking into the well from which this wisdom comes. So I'm being shown an image of you just putting all of the pieces of your life into the bucket, pushing the bucket down into the well, and then lifting the water up and drinking the new solution. So we have Jupiter 20, pulverized 79, conjunction 56, and Scorpio 8. So there is a great cleansing to atomize your pains that will merge your focused intentions moving forwards into a deep X-ray diving. So it's almost like drinking from the well gives you a clarity to understand. But it's about you actioning, not waiting. So you have this gong bath on Pulverize, deconstructing to reconstruct, micro-analyzing aches, crushing to powder all that had hurt you. So that's almost like going back and just, I would say breaking up the jigsaw, but it's just like put all the pieces that you've pieced together now in the same bucket, drop them to the bottom of the well, bring it back up, and everything will start to change. And that's that deepness of the X-ray diving. But an X-ray is something that goes deep within us, but illuminates. So there is an illumination that is available to you here. A great cleansing, the symphonic pedal organ. It's the energy on these cards is bringing you back into tempo, but in such a powerful, profound way. You know, the idea of a symphonic pedal organ, a gong bath, being played through a subwoofer speaker is such intense, profound healing. And you do have Chiron coming up. This is saying this healing is coming, but that comes in another of your segments. It's almost like there are 5 parts to your understanding. Knowing in your mind that your life force is love, and it is the answer to everything. Waiting and reviewing to burst free as you filter and remove troubled energies. I am certain and I am converted. You've kind of got to trust that you have the knowledge to be certain and to convert. That's part of the jigsaw. The next part of the jigsaw, vast, repaired, that's that cleansing energy of Jupiter, mutual, and at peace. There's something there in that energy where there's something about waking the dead. It's almost like the creation of this healing, this understanding, this merging of all those massive sounds is not going to bring you peace, and yet it is. It's a piece of the peace. It's part of the makeup. And then you have Hagal, 9, Newer, 45, which is a 9, the new buds. Hel, the returning light, 76, that's the 13. And then Chiron, 22, to be healed. Oh, and the 13-string lyre of Olympus. So this energy of the cosmic crisis has been created around you. This is another piece of your jigsaw. That cosmic crisis was created in order to germinate new buds, new bursts of light for your healing. But we've got a 13-13 here, so 40-40, 13-13. Is there another one that I'm just not seeing? Give me just a moment to search through. Oh, you see that? I thought there was a 2626 then, but actually what there is a 24, 25, 26 in different parts of your jigsaw. So it's like you have all the tools, all the things ready to make this beautiful returning light healing. You're just waiting somehow for something else to reorder them. Put them in the bucket, drop them to the deepest part of your emotion. So going back to Scorpio, Scorpio is Mars and Pluto. Pluto is here in the next section. This is to do with changing the masks. It's almost like these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segments that you have in your reading are 5 different masks you're still playing with, rather than going into the bucket at the bottom of the well and pulling up your supraliminal truth, the truth way back at the primordial passions, Because supra is something before what you are now. So between the veil, there's a healed, perfectly flawless, restorative frequency that is you, standing healed. Oh, there's still glimmering. I think this is the energy of your thing. It's almost like it's in, you're grasping it. They keep showing me numbers and trying to fit all of the numbers together, but that's this same energy of you trying to fit together these cards, these jigsaw pieces. It's like they keep giving me glimmers of mirrors, and I think they're these new buds that are healing you. So your last section is Pluto and Neptune. Pluto and Neptune have been in a very long cycle of moving in and out of sextile with each other. Shadows being identifying stuck shadows that are part of these ancestral reverberations, these kind of delusions. You're draining the delusions, you're filtering them. With each glimpse at the new pieces of this jigsaw, something is transforming for you. And then you have with, actually, let's just go to the back of that. I am returned. You see, it's something about a deep primordial passion from the past. And I am clear. There's real clarity coming in this reading. And then you have Magnet, House 5, Column 5. You have got a lot of fives running through this reading. And then the one at the end is Planet Earth. Sorry, I'm going to come back to Magnet, but Planet Earth is 17, and that's a very hidden number currently that needs changing on the cards. And again, that's flashing as a glimpse of something that you almost can't quite fit into the story of your jigsaw. This really is a jigsaw. So Magnet is talking about playfulness, talking about being more illuminated. It's almost like there's a seriousness, a weight of trying to clear the shadows, and yet you're being asked in truth to dance and have playtime in your current energy. There's 1 5, 2 5, 3, 4 5s, 5 5s, 6 5s. So there's something about waltzing with change. This Magnet energy has a strong energy of ancestors. When Anna created the artwork for this card, it is what she would call her ancestor painting. And it's interesting that it's almost like I'm seeing the ancestors in this card smile and recede, so that you can get to this energy of card 17. I am grounded, earth-seeded, embracing the spirit of place. Solar seeded year, a walking baseline. So that energy of the big subwoofer, gong bath, pedal organ energy, that is almost part of this kind of cosmic crisis. Like you can't hear the chord for the notes or the notes for the chord. I don't know, I was seeing wood for trees, but it needed to be more musical. This all becomes very apparent. This energy is ending with you walking in your truth, walking a new baseline, being grounded and physically present. So, Going to do a sound healing, and that will be over on the SoundCloud, links in the description box. But for now, wassail.